Okay guys, so I will not give you an example, but I will give you a quick solution. And please subscribe, because I will be posting really many videos about the things about MySQL servers and how you can bug fix, test them, and make your MySQL server safe and as fast as it can be. I'm using PHP MyAdmin, and so the problem that you can have is MySQL reports you waiting for table level lock, and this is a really common thing if you are using Myisam tables, and if you are using memory tables, this is a really common thing, and the solution is really easy. In the most of the cases, nearly, if I think all of the cases, why you are having a table lock is because your HDD drive cannot make changes to the disk as fast as it needs to. And the problem is because, especially the table lock appears because, for example, you're requesting something from the MySQL, like select something from the table, and then another query is wanting to select something from the table, and then one query wants to insert in the same table, and one query simultaneously wants to read from the table or update the table. Doesn't matter, there are like several things ongoing to the same table, especially if you have Myisam or memory tables. And the thing is that the hard drive cannot save or read those changes that much, and especially Myisam tables, they are designed to do one query at a time. So basically those rest bunch of the queries will be on hold until the previous or the first query will finish. So what it means is basically, especially if you're using some kind of, you want to change the table structure or alter the table to make like add an index or change the column, and especially the table is very large and it will take maybe 20 minutes or so to change the table, all those 20 minutes the table will be locked. If you're requesting something from the table, all that time until the query is finished, the table will be locked, and thus all those new queries that fly in will have to wait for the table level lock to finish. So this is really annoying, especially when I was a beginner. I had this several times and I didn't know the benefits what you can use from those tables. I will not talk about optimizing the table because I already did this in the previous video. You just watched that previous video. Its name is Making Your MySQL Server Be as Fast as Hell. So you can watch that video for more detailed explanation. But the fastest thing which you can do, especially when you're using and you are having and also it applies to InnoDB tables, but it's a little bit different for InnoDB tables. And in the InnoDB tables have this situation more or less than any other table. But the thing is, what you can do instantly is find out whether all of your columns have an index add to it. And this was also in a video tutorial about make your MySQL server as fast as hell. So this is the first thing. So first you need to watch that video, and then you can go through and just check whether you are having a Myisam or InnoDB table and convert to InnoDB table, and that's it. And it should fix your problem. Sometimes I had a case when I'm using InnoDB table, it shows me a table level lock errors. And what I did, I changed the memory table because that data which was there wasn't data sensitive, meaning that I could lose all that data, and it doesn't give me any chance of some kind of table loss or this information loss. The information was stored in the table wasn't necessary. On a reboot, it could be, or a restart, it could be, it restores itself. But the thing is, it needed many selects and updates at a second or a time, so the other scripts could read it. So then I converted to memory table. So I never recommend to use memory tables. I recommend to use InnoDB tables, and InnoDB tables take more space, and you need to configure the InnoDB MySQL tables to be fast. The default settings, they are not fast, but you need to configure them, and I will talk about this in another video, and watch that video, previous video that I made. But Myisam tables for heavy load systems, for many multiple updates and anything, is is not recommended. Myisam tables is recommended for some kind of archiving. I would recommend it for some kind of archiving because it takes less space. It's also fast, but it doesn't allow multiple inserts and updates. So I would not recommend Myisam on heavy loads, but I would recommend it to simple archiving with maybe that has only one script saving to it and reading to it, and it can be also slow, and so it doesn't matter. So this is the solution. Change to InnoDB and watch the previous video about making your MySQL server fast as hell, and you will have there much more information about MySQL configuring. Not only that you use InnoDB tables, but also you need to configure them to be much faster. So guys, thank you for watching, and please subscribe because I'll be posting more and more videos about configuring, updating your servers. And also, if you have troubleshoots and questions, you can write them down inside the question inside the comments log, and I will help you with that. So goodbye and have a good day.